Good evening, everybody. What a lovely evening it is. Some people have been just sunning themselves and not doing a lot, haven't they, today?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just sitting in the park. Well, in the forest, in fact. Falling asleep. Not wanting to wake up. And then, of course, there's Kelly. How are you, Kelly?
Tired.
Say good evening, Kelly.
Good evening, Kelly.
What's new?
Nothing.
Nothing's new at all, is it? Nothing's new at all.
Nothing.
No, well, Kelly was asleep.
I was asleep.
We went out today. We had
5 minutes ago.
Yeah, we had a lovely little afternoon. I decided this morning after the workout, no, actually before the workout, I think I did, and said, why don't we go into the forest today and have a little picnic, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lovely idea.
It was
and
nice.
So we did that, and then we came back from that an hour or so ago, actually, about an hour ago, just under an hour ago, and Kelly, it was all too much for her. It was all too much for this little fella, and so she had to have a nap, didn't you?
I did have a nap.
And then she didn't want to wake up. So Kelly, sorry, this is Kelly. Ella did say, "It's all right, Daddy, I'll do it. Mummy's still asleep." So she sat there, but then I called out and Kelly had woken up. So
Because you told her to wake me up.
well, Ella woke you up, yes.
She came in and woke me up.
Yeah. But it's been a long day for you, bless you, haven't it? It's been a long day.
Just a bit sleepy and a bit groggy now.
You're only a little fella, aren't you? You're only
I know,
little.
yeah.
You're only little. Yeah. All that excitement of seeing all the horses. We did see some lovely horses. They wanted to not attack us, but as soon as we found a little spot, we wanted to pitch
I
our
wanted to eat
blankets.
our food.
They did. 3 of them came up, just right up close.
James looks like Snow White whenever we go anywhere. All the animals seem to be
They
attracted
do.
to me.
Yeah, I have some sort of beast-like quality that they all want to get close to. So who we got? Why are you watching yourself? What is that supposed to mean? Darren Hampton. Why? What? I don't understand.
I don't know.
I don't understand. Why are you watching yourself? I don't know. What do you mean? Explain yourself, Mr. Hampton. Diane House, good evening. Jonathan Latter, good evening. I think we've got about 2 people watching. 3 people watching. Marvellous.
That was worth waking up for.
Yeah. Absolutely worth it. One person, one's just dropped off.
Oh, there you go.
We're so popular. We're so popular.
Margaret's there.
Margaret's evening. Good evening, Margaret.
I really sugar.
Go on, go back to sleep. I'll do it on my own. I'll do all this. I'll do all this myself. With all these, because all these people want to ask questions, you see, and there's so many of them. I don't know if I can cope on my own, but I should think I'll be okay.
Cope with one.
Yeah, because
I
to be
think
honest,
so.
it's almost as like I am here on my own anyway, because this one is really not with it, are you?
Right, you don't have to be so mean.
That's my job.
I'm allowed to take a nap.
Your eyes are all glazed.
I am.
You look drunk, if I'm
Well,
honest.
I'm not drunk.
I know you're not. I know you're not drunk. Was it busy in the forest? Yeah, relatively. In certain spots. Where we went wasn't, was it? There was quite a few cars.
Where we actually sat, it wasn't, but
No.
there was lots of people around.
Well, I wouldn't say lots of people around where we were. There was
No,
quite a few cars, but
that's
not
not-
many people. There was one other group, wasn't there, when we first sat down, and then they left shortly after. They probably saw us and did a runner. And there was one other couple across the back. And then, as we were leaving, then a lot of other people turned up, didn't they? Yeah. We went through a little drive through the forest, went to some little places I've never been to before. Lived here all my life, never seen some of these little villages, and it was quite beautiful, wasn't it? Quite beautiful.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Mm.
Very pretty.
Yeah, scouting our next house.
Yeah.
Yeah, some little thatched cottage in the middle of nowhere. So we go from living in the city centre right to the outskirts of civilization in the middle of the forest, surrounded by horses and cows. Yeah. And Ella was a bit disappointed because she didn't see the pregnant horses. She fell asleep in the car.
Even though we said there was nothing to look at, they just had
Big
fat
bellies.
bellies.
Big fat bellies. We got sat behind them for ages because they're just in the middle of the road, and obviously you have to give way to them. Linda's watching as well. Kevin Bloomer and Linda Bloomer is watching. Lovely.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. So the only question we've had so far was the forest busy?
Well, hardly anyone's been watching, so...
Have you got anything to tell me, Kelly?
No.
Nothing at all. Do you want some water?
No.
Okay. No.
Maybe later.
Maybe later. This is thrilling, isn't it? It's absolutely thrilling.
Oh.
What have you got planned for this weekend, everybody? And of course, all of you are going to be joining us tomorrow morning for the workout. Or Kelly, in fact. You're going to be joining Kelly for her 10:30 Saturday sweat.
Goodness me. Well, it's a nice weekend, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather forecast is for this
nice
weekend. It was lovely, wasn't it? Yeah.
The rest of the weekend.
So what's going on? What's the weather forecast, Kelly?
I'm just looking it up.
22 degrees. Is that today?
That's
now?
today.
Is that current?
Same tomorrow. Sunny, 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 sunny all day. No precipitation expected.
Well, not in the weather anyway. I might precipitate a little bit.
And then same again for Sunday, Monday. Maybe a little bit cloudy on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Wow.
Wow, the rest of all through next week's going to be lovely.
Brilliant.
Mm.
Brilliant.
Happy days. Go back to work.
Linda says, just to keep us informed, she is doing the workout, because I was concerned about Linda.
Mm-hmm.
I was concerned whether Linda was doing it, and I was going to check out. I was going to go around your house, actually, when Kelly was doing it at 10:35 to see if you were actually sweating, but she's doing it at different times of the day.
Yes.
Because she's still working. I know. I know. I'm just trying to make it out.
She said that a little while ago. I don't remember what it was. But
Darren says, hang on, we've got a few messages coming here, actually. Sorry, had to leave. Overseas call coming in. Oh, okay, Linda. Have a nice overseas call. Are you struggling to sleep at night in this heat? Nope.
No.
What we find, Margaret, is that we just get blind drunk beforehand. Then it's easier to fall asleep, then, isn't it? It just knocks you out. It's fine.
I don't have any trouble sleeping.
No, we don't have any trouble sleeping. No. Just sleep in the nude, Margaret, like I do. That'll help, won't it? Try that tonight. Send me a picture just to make sure, so I know.
But don't sleep with the windows open.
Why not?
Because spiders crawling.
There was an almighty scream the other day, actually.
That's what happened to us this week.
Yeah.
Big.
And you think I think I got it, and then you found another one, so it probably was that I didn't get it.
You didn't get it.
No, obviously. Or he had a friend. She had a friend.
Massive, ugly thing.
The sort of spider that would have crunched if you trod on it. Properly crunched.
It would have squelched.
Not that we would do that. I couldn't do that.
It would have crunched and it would have squelched.
Yeah, it would have
huge.
done. It was enormous. It was pretty big.
It was gross.
Yeah.
And it was very, very scary looking, and I screamed like I've never heard myself scream before.
Yeah, I heard her scream, and I knew it was a spider when I heard her scream. I didn't come running.
No, you didn't.
No, I knew what it was. I knew it was a spider.
Care. You didn't even say you're alright. Nothing.
Well, I knew it was a spider. It
And
wasn't
then
going to kill you, was it?
I said we need to get rid of this, and all I could hear in the background was Football Manager or something going on. I was like, we need to get rid of this now. I was like, why? What? I said, look at it.
I didn't say it like that.
You did.
I did not say it like that. And I did come and get rid of it. Well, I thought so. Then later on, Kelly found it again, or another one, and just shooed it out the bedroom window.
I got a book and did that.
Yeah.
Didn't want to because it was big. I'm sure it hissed at me.
Oh, spiders don't hiss. Well, that one doesn't.
Not anymore.
No.
I think it's dead.
What? It would survive the fall from the bedroom window.
I did hit it pretty hard.
Oh, you hit it with the book?
Well, like that, yeah.
Oh, no, it'd be fine. The wind would pick it. The wind that approached it would pick it up and sweep it out. It wasn't that big that it was weighted to the ground.
Yeah, but I'd sprayed it as well.
Oh, well, yeah, sprayed it with Pledge. It was very shiny.
Buffed it up. Any questions?
Oh, that's it. Oh, I can't. Hang on. So we did have a question. Darren said, "Tell us a funny anecdote." Once upon a time, I did a competition in Germany, and I went with my partner and a friend of mine, Wayne, actually. Wayne and his partner at the time. We all four of us went in her dad's car. Wayne's partner's dad's car drove us over to Germany on the ferry and all that for this competition. And then we stayed in this hotel, Aachen, I think it was. I think it was Aachen. Just outside, not far from, like 5 minutes away from the competition venue. So we get in the car, we're on our way to the competition, keep driving, and driving, and driving, we get a bit lost. So we pull over, we come off the motorway, and we stop and go into this, I think it was a petrol station. Very countrified petrol station, though. and we're trying to explain where we needed to go, and they said, "Oh, you mean you need Germany?" So we crossed over into the Dutch border, and we were in Holland, and so we were in a completely different country. We weren't even in the right country for this competition. There you go, a little, very short anecdote, and obviously it ends with a lovely tale, with a lovely ending. We got back on the motorway and ended up back in Germany and did the competition, and I think I won. There we go. What a lovely story.
Think you won?
I think so. I won a lot of competitions abroad in those days. I was very big in the minor leagues of France and Germany back in the day. Back in 1996 sort of era. Yeah. There we go, a little witty anecdote. Now, there was another big question here. Stacking up the questions here, you've spent a bit of time on cruise ships and must have some ship life tales.
Ship life tales?
Not really. Lulu Thornton waves. Hello, Lou.
Hello, Lulu.
Linda Bloomer says, you quite often mention Povies. How did you come about getting that, then losing it? That is not a quick story, so that is something we'll have to... Oh, do you know what? I might try and do like a little recording of that just to explain what happened, because it's quite detailed, and I think I've explained it once before. It does go on a bit, and you might lose the will to live. So I'll try and make it interesting and record it, but needless to say, it's a bit of a tragedy, isn't it? Tragedy. One of those.
It's very sad, actually, what happened to it. Not just from the fact that we had it and lost it, but just the fact that it was a dance school built as that, and now it's a car sales.
Yeah.
So it's sad that it couldn't
very
keep
sad.
going.
Yeah, very sad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a cruise ship.
We
story.
don't really have any cruise ship stories, do we?
No, not really.
No, only ones that involved getting drunk, and that's not very funny. Don't have anything funny.
The thing is, we didn't actually drink a lot when we were on cruises, did we?
Well, there was one particular cruise when we did.
Only one.
Yeah.
That was because we got friendly with the band, and the band were quite...
Well, let's put it this way: they seemed to be alcoholics,
jovial,
permanently on the booze all the time. Yeah, but I suppose they've been on the ship a long time, haven't they? When you've been on the ship for so long, because I mean, 3 months. 3 months is a short contract, isn't it? Some of them have longer, 6 months, even 9 months.
9 months, I think,
contracts.
is the longest, isn't it?
I think I'm not sure. Darren would know. It's pretty tough going. It's not a lot to do. Once you've been on the ship for 2 weeks, when you go on holiday, you get lost for a week, don't you? Then by the second week, you know where you're going. And I suppose if you had an extra week, you might be more relaxed. You could walk around the ship, know exactly where you're going, that sort of thing. Get to a month, and then you think, yeah, I've been here before, done all this, done all these ports before, and then you think about doing that for another 3 months, 4 months, 5 months. I mean, it's just going to send you crazy.
It's a bit like lockdown, really, isn't it?
A little bit. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
Everyone knows their way around their house now.
Every nook and cranny.
You're
Every
a
nook
bit
and
bored
cranny.
of your house and the garden and places you go for walks.
Yeah. So I don't think I've got any funny cruise ship stories, Darren, I'm afraid.
No, we've been to some lovely places, though.
We have been to some lovely places, yeah. Sometimes we've been to the same place twice.
Yeah.
Didn't enjoy... Was it St Kitts we went to? We didn't enjoy that, did we? We got off and got back on again.
Just looked a bit scary, didn't it?
Yeah,
at
we
the
didn't
time,
like the look of it at the time.
but-
Where else have we been that was great? Oh, we... Korčula was lovely, wasn't it? That's a Croatian island.
Oh, beautiful. Really beautiful. That was a tender, though, wasn't it?
It was. It's still an island. Yeah.
I'm just meaning it was quite a small place.
Yeah,
so
very
we
small
had to-
place. We
to-
couldn't dock. You'd have to get on a little boat.
It was really, really special, actually.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots and lots of lovely places. Venice and Rome and...
Yeah, they're normal sort of places, the one that you could just go without being on a cruise ship. Grand Turk, which is a lovely little island. Was that the one where you got licked by a seal?
No. Which
Which was the one you got licked by a seal at?
Can't remember the name of it.
That was the private island, wasn't it?
Yeah, there was this little island in the Caribbean, and most of it was, well, they said they boarded it off and said it was a mostly forest national park.
Mummy's
So
explaining
you
a
couldn't
story,
go in
darling.
there, and you could only go on this particular area, which was like a resort and then a beach, and they had animals and stuff you could have your photo with and things like that. That's where we saw the monkey, wasn't it?
It was. That's where the monkey
And
stole my
that
wallet.
Little tiny monkey about this big.
Marmoset, I think it's called.
I guess so. I don't know. You know those little tiny monkeys. Anyway, we went to pet
Not
him.
like this little tiny monkey.
Bigger
This is
than her.
different. This is a different
Smaller
kind
than
of
her.
monkey. Smaller than that.
He crawled up my arm. Actually, crawled up this arm, didn't he? I went like that, and he crawled up this arm, down the other side, went into my handbag, got out his wallet, and started going through.
Well, he ran off with the wallet.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He went to a tree.
No, he didn't. He was right in front of me and did it. I remember vividly.
He ran away with it.
No, he didn't. He
did.
ran down and sat on
He
the
did.
floor
Anyway, he
in
opened
front
it
of us.
and was fingering it like this with his little fingers, looking for notes. Luckily, I had no money in it,
We
actually.
didn't take any cash with us.
Just had, I don't know why I even took it.
I don't know either.
I can't
actually.
remember.
I think it was just in my bag, and I grabbed my bag. And
Yeah, probably.
anyway, yeah, that was quite funny. I got a picture of him. And one of these animals where you're not supposed to take their picture because they want to photograph you with it.
Charge
that
you an
then
exorbitant amount of
you
money
can
for it.
Buy the photograph. Anyway, I quickly snapped a picture of him because he was going through your wallet.
He was quite cute, but clearly trained to steal.
Yeah.
Clearly trained to steal.
They were a little bit mortified, weren't they? I think.
Yes.
They were a little bit, oh, sorry, you know. It's like, yeah, what else do you do with this monkey? Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Have we ever been to Hawaii? No.
Not Hawaii.
No,
I'd
Hawaii
like
would be
to.
nice. There's a comp in Hawaii. There's the Hawaii Star Ball, I think it's called. It's a big competition. So if anyone fancies doing a pro-am comp in Hawaii, I'm available.
We're allowed to travel there.
Are we going to do a Dizzy Feet cruise? Well, potentially. That's something I've discussed with a lady that runs them. So it's possible. Maybe 2021. But we'll have to wait and see. I mean, Ella, darling. Ella, someone's asked you a question. Don't play in here, though, because you're quite noisy when you play. You can't play quietly, can you? But someone's asked you about your day. You want to come and tell them about your day? Little Linda Bloomer. You know little Linda Bloomer. Come here. You don't want to explain it? All right, fine. Sulk, then. Are you sulking again? Yep, clearly. What was I saying? Yeah, so this year being a bit of a write-off means that we can't plan properly for next year yet. So, yeah, that was the plan, maybe 2021. We'll see. Did Ella enjoy her day? That's the question. Did you enjoy your day?
Yes.
Well, they can't see. You need to come up here and tell them.
Find some pictures.
Come on.
Yes.
What's the matter? So this morning, you were being all ridiculous, and you came in while I was doing the workout and pulled that funny face with your arms crossed, and now you just don't want to talk to people.
So
Anyone would think you were 5 years old. Look at that. There's a horse.
one of the horses that came to try and eat our food.
And I got to strike 2 of them.
Yeah, you shouldn't really stroke them, though, should you?
2.
That's a bit small.
2.
So you had a nice time, didn't you?
Yes.
And how many foals did you see?
3.
3 foals, didn't you?
So 1 where we were, and then 2 when we were driving back. So 1 with its mummy, and 1 with a beautiful white.
And this is
This is my territory.
baby foal we saw. Don't know if you can see it very clearly. It was quite
Cute.
sweet.
Very cute.
Can I see it again?
Yeah, it was very cute.
I managed to get that photograph before it got startled.
Ella's
Didn't run off though, it just ran to its mum, which was quite cute.
And it
Ella's really
drank
into
some
her
milk.
animals.
She loves them.
Especially babies.
Here's the mum and the baby foal. Hang on, I'm trying to make that a bit bigger. There we are. Really, really sweet they were.
Can I see it?
We're so lucky, really, to have that on our doorstep, and it's not
It's
too
not
far
far.
away from where we live at all. So we just don't use it enough at all.
We don't
Actually,
get time to, do we really?
no. Well, we've made a decision that we're going to try and do it once a month at least.
Stop
Pop into the
Doing
forest
that to my back.
and try and enjoy what beauty lies on our doorstep, because it really only takes 15 minutes or so to get there from where we live.
And
So.
when Ella ran back to James, and as I was walking towards them, there's James with all the horses lined up.
All lined up, trying to get me.
They want some food. Can I see it?
It was quite funny as I was walking back. There's James just stood there on his own at first, with 3 horses.
Yeah, so I started
surrounding
packing
him.
all the things up, and then they just got in a little line, almost as though they were waiting for something. And I learnt that they don't like celery.
They were like,
Don't like celery. So
James threw some celery towards them. They just sniffed it, apparently.
sniffed it and just ignored it. So, which was a shame.
We needed carrots or apples, I think.
Probably carrots or apples. Yeah, you like carrots and apples, don't you, Ella? Are you a bit of a horse?
No.
Are you a little horse? But
Well, I can
your throat's better now, though, isn't it?
Well, I can pretend to be one.
You can pretend to be a horse. Yeah, I know, it's a little bit annoying when you do that sometimes, though. Have you got anything else to tell all the people at home about your day today? No? No? Nope. Don't tell me, tell them. Say nope.
Nope. Nope.
Don't shout into the
You
microphone.
don't need to be so
Because
close
that will
to the...
that will blast into their ears and they'll be very unhappy. Nana's watching you though.
Say hello, Nana.
Hello, Nana.
Who else is watching you? Elvis Presley's watching you. Say hello, Elvis.
Why did you say Elvis Presley?
Henry VIII is watching you as well. Say hello to Henry VIII. No? The Trolls are watching you too. Oh, and Justin Timberlake's popped on. He's just come online to watch as well.
That's a song.
That's a song. He's a singer, isn't he? Yeah. Is he your favourite singer?
No, that's the name of the song.
The song's not called Justin Timberlake.
Yes, it is.
He's a singer who sings the song.
Yeah, I'm a surfboarder.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, get down. Get down, please. Get down. Okay. Ella, all right. Stop being silly now. This is the problem. You see, you go from being relatively sensible to being ridiculous. There's no in between for you, is there? It's either sensible or nothing, or ridiculous.
Right, any other questions then?
Okay, good.
At the same time.
Wonderful, wonderful.
But they are. Did they all hear that?
Yes, they did, so be quiet. Dearie me. So we've got... Well, yeah, I'm waiting for questions. So the new lockdown rules yesterday doesn't really change anything for us at all, does it?
No.
So we've got another... So next week they'll start to release a few things.
Until they say leisure centres and
Yeah.
that sort of thing are allowed to open up again. That's what we're waiting for. Really,
So we've got at least another 2 or 3 weeks, I think, before we can do anything. So it's looking, as they said before, like the beginning of July before anything's going to be possible. And that might only be private lessons to start with. So you've still got us for another month at least. You lucky, lucky people. Hopefully next week Kelly will be more awake. We should have a plan for this, maybe, shouldn't we? We're going to talk about this. We say that every week.
We say that every week and it hasn't happened.
Well, the idea really is that they bring the plan because they ask us the questions, but they don't seem to. That's it. No one's asked. No, that's it. Look, nothing. Nothing. They're just sitting there watching us waffle. Well, me waffle.
Anyway, so we had a nice day in the forest then, didn't we?
Yeah.
But that's all that's happened, really.
Yeah.
We haven't got anything else to report, I'm afraid.
No.
You're working on
working on more
videos.
videos. I think I've said this to death now to people anyway. I did some on Wednesday, which I've seen a draft of one of them, which was tremendous. It's great. Really excited. Can't wait for that to come out. And yeah, I've got some other ideas that I want to do, but I've got to wait, I think, to do those. Can't do them just yet. Yeah, it's all good. We'll wrap it up, shall we? What we're drinking is 7 p.m. No, it's not. It's 6 minutes to, Renata. Tonight, I am drinking San Pellegrino. Water, fizzy water. Yes. We had a little drink at lunchtime, didn't we, Kelly?
We
little
did.
one. Well, you had more than I did.
Only a little bit. It's only because you misfilled the glasses.
Yeah, but I was driving, so I couldn't. Yes, that's what I'm drinking. Kelly's not drinking anything, so she's on the wagon
No,
now.
because I literally did just wake up, and then it was 5 minutes, and then this was on. So.
Probably would have been better off doing it on my own, wouldn't I?
Well, I can go if you want.
Yeah. Answer on a postcard. Do you want Kelly to leave?
I won't be offended because I'll just go to sleep.
She will. What are we having for dinner, Kel?
I don't know.
I'm not even that hungry.
We did
We had
snack a lot,
quite a
didn't we?
substantial.
We had strawberries, we had celery with hummus, we had a few crisps, That's it. It really is. Oh, some bread, some focaccia bread, which I didn't
We did.
make.
No, she hasn't made it
bought
yet.
one.
I bought it. So on the way to the forest, I stopped off at Sainsbury's and queued up, went in and got a focaccia bread and left. And when I went to the checkout, it was a youngish girl. She said, "You queued up just for that?" I said, "Yep." Just let me pay for it. I want to leave. So yeah, that was it. And then we dashed off because we like a bit of focaccia bread. Ella loves focaccia bread dipped in
Vinegar.
balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar.
Yeah, and we introduced her today to strawberries dipped in balsamic vinegar, and she loved it. She was covered in it. Yeah, she loved it.
And wearing a white top.
But she didn't get a single bit on it.
No, she
She
didn't.
was very good. Yeah.
Bless her. She didn't want to wear the white top. I made her wear it.
I know.
wore a
She was
pink
very
one.
upset.
She had a pink one, which she managed to get toothpaste all down the front. So I said, "You got to change that."
Yeah.
She wasn't happy.
She's got this child's toothpaste which stains clothes
Oh, that's
terribly.
awful. Yeah, we
Terribly.
have to get a new one tomorrow, shall we? Because I don't
Yeah.
like it.
No, it's obviously full of something that
I don't
stains
know.
clothes.
It's blue. It's very blue, and it just leaves it everywhere. If she gets it on herself, I can't seem to get it out.
We scrub her and scrub her and scrub her. Brillo pads the lot. Can't get it off her. Can't get it off her.
You're exaggerating. Aren't you?
Scouring brush.
I just mean I wash the clothes, and the toothpaste stains are still
I
there.
know what you mean. I know. Of course.
Unbelievably so.
Are we going to have a Dizzy Feet end of lockdown party? Yes, we are. We've always been saying we're going to do that.
Yeah, I don't know how or when or where or anything like that. We have to think about it.
But again, parties of 6, and then you can be in for 15 minutes, and then we'll cycle.
Yeah.
Only 6 at a time.
Right, your time's up. Get you go. Next line.
Get out. Take a little card. Do you know at the swimming baths they used to have the band, the clock, didn't they? And you'd have a band around your wrist. Do you have that in Australia?
No.
So you go to the swimming baths and they'd give you a rubber band, a certain colour, and when the clock hit that colour, that's when you had to get out.
Oh no.
No?
I used to go to a swimming pool and I'd be in there all day.
Different in Australia, wasn't it, I suppose? Yeah.
Yeah, we used to go there most weekends actually. And I always remember we used to go there, and then at the end I used to get I suppose equivalent of a drumstick.
Lolly.
I know you had cornettos, don't you?
You called cornettos drumsticks?
Yeah, we had drumsticks. They were called drumsticks.
Really?
And mine would always be the chocolate one. Yeah.
Drumsticks?
Drumstick. It's called a drumstick. With the wafer cone, the ice cream, and the dark, not the dark chocolate, the hard chocolate on top, and then the hard chocolate in the bottom of
It's
the
a
cone.
cornetto.
It's a drumstick.
It's a cornetto.
It's a drumstick.
A drumstick? A real drumstick is long and thin, a bit of wood. Obviously, you hit something with.
No, it's a drumstick.
That's a bizarre name
It's
for
an
an
ice
ice cream.
cream.
Silly Australians. What's that all
And
about?
it was chocolate. It was delicious, and I'd always have that after.
I never liked cornettos ever when I was growing
You
up.
never had a chocolate drumstick?
I didn't. I just didn't want them. I didn't like them. I used to have Mr. Whippies. Mr. Whippies. Nice soft vanilla ice cream. That's all I wanted. No sauce, nothing.
Yeah, see, we didn't go for soft ice cream because in Australia it would melt before
too
you got
quickly.
to eat
Yeah,
it.
I understand.
So, yeah, something with a bit more,
Bite.
something, yeah,
Bit more bite to it, Kel.
something not soft serve.
Ella likes that Mr. Whippy now, though, with she likes it with red sauce on top, not tomato
Strawberry.
sauce.
Strawberry sauce.
That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Red
Well,
sauce.
it
Red
wouldn't.
sauce is normally referred to as Tabasco, isn't it?
No, we call red sauce tomato sauce basically.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. It would be. It wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past Ella though to have tomato sauce on her ice cream
She doesn't like tomato sauce that much.
or balsamic vinegar now.
She actually
perhaps.
stopped having it for a while.
She did. Yeah, she did.
No, I think she'd have strawberry sauce.
Here we go. Margaret said something, and she started off. You know it's going to be funny. You know it. She knows she knows she's in trouble already. But when she starts like this, I know I'll get a ribbing for this. Yep. You're right, Margaret. Before you've even started, for the first time, I had a man in my bedroom last night. After clapping at 8, my front door slammed, and one of my neighbours had to climb through the window to let me in.
Oh.
And has he left yet? Have you let him out? Probably not. You told him to, oh yeah, that's the door out, and it was actually your wardrobe, and he opened it, and now he's stuck in amongst all the shoes and the clothes.
What you got?
I can't get those two blue bits off.
I'm not sure I can either. Oh, there we go. That worked. Can I have a kiss before you go?
Diane House says we used to get fudgeradoo ice cream when I was little. I was that from a legitimate ice cream van, Diane, or was that a bloke who used to come round in the fields on his bike?
All of them.
With one of those, portable little cold boxes. Because I've never heard of a fudgeradoo.
This is what?
Yeah.
Fudge. It's a very bizarre thing.
What,
I think there's more to that.
Come here.
What are you two up to?
I'm pulling apart her Lego.
Ah.
She wants it pulled apart for some reason.
She's not so into Lego, is she? But
Not really, no.
well, there you go. It was in Portsmouth, was it? Well, that just obviously that answers the question, doesn't
What's
it?
a fudgeroo then?
Fudgeradoo. It doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't sound legitimate.
That's a take on didgeridoo, isn't it?
Well, it wasn't in Australia though. It was in Portsmouth. Apparently,
It's odd, isn't it?
some bloke came round on his bike. On the back of his bike, he had a cold box.
What kind of fudge was
Do you
that?
want here, love, here, girls? Do you want some fudgeradoo? Yeah, nonsense. You've been had, Diane. You've been had.
Poor Diane.
I don't dread to think that's a worse story than Margaret having a man in her bedroom.
It's better than having a spider in your bedroom.
Yes, true. Perhaps. Yeah. Although a spider, yeah, I suppose it is.
It is better than having a spider in your bedroom.
So having a random man in your bedroom is
What?
better than having a spider in your bedroom. I
Once.
remember that. I come home. Oh, it's all right.
I locked myself out. I did lock
It's not as
myself-
bad as having a spider in the bedroom.
I did lock myself out once when James wasn't here, but luckily Ella was inside.
Yeah, because she does that. She goes off shopping sometimes and leaves Ella
No.
behind.
I went
She
outside
doesn't.
to water some plants or something like that. Anyway, the door blew shut. So very similar to Margaret. And Ella was still inside. Luckily, she was clever enough for me to be able to tell her how to open the window and let me in. So I crawled in through the window. Luckily, she was there.
That must have been before we had the little key safe on the door, on the wall.
Yes, it was.
So she would have been a lot smaller. So
She
she
was-
wouldn't have reached the actual latch.
It was not long after we'd moved in, so she was quite a bit
Right.
smaller. But I managed to tell her how to undo the latch on the window. And then I was able, because you can pull them up, as soon as the latch's done, then you can push them up. So, yeah. I managed to get back in, thankfully. I
Wow.
did panic though at the start.
I'm not
Because I
surprised.
thought, oh my god, my daughter's
I'm not
in
surprised.
the house on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, this ice cream was an ice cream with a large stick of fudge in it. I don't want to talk about this ice cream anymore, Diane. I'm uncomfortable.
Not many things make James uncomfortable.
I'm uncomfortable talking about ice cream with sticks of fudge in it in Portsmouth. I'm just not interested. It would be nice to be able to link up with some that are watching. Do you mean as in like a group call a month where we all can see each other? Yeah, no, I don't want to do
That's
that.
Zoom, isn't
I don't
it?
want to do that. I don't want to see other people's faces.
That'd be Zoom. And I
If-
don't think we'd make that public, would we?
No, it wouldn't be public. No. You can now do it on WhatsApp with up to 8 people. So WhatsApp can do 8 people. Ah, Sarah, my sister, remembers that ice cream, apparently. Fudgeradoo.
Maybe it was before your
She's a
time.
similar vintage, you see. Kelly and Sarah and Diane. Similar vintage. But what were you doing in Portsmouth? Or maybe they had them in Southampton as well.
I'm sure they
I'm
may
still
not have-
uncomfortable then. I don't want to talk about the ice cream anymore. Yeah, if we had a group thing, like a Zoom chat, then I'd be smaller on the screen. I can't have that. I'm kidding. Kidding, of course. No, we just don't have we don't have Zoom and that sort of thing. So we're not going to do that. I think this is this does us fine at the moment. And also, it means that when we do see you all again, it'll just be so much more special, won't it, Kelly? I'll see
For
all
who,
their
them
little
or
faces.
us?
Well, they can see us all the time, don't they? Because it's almost like we haven't left them.
I guess
Because
so.
we actually are just talking to ourselves.
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, we're looking at ourselves, talking to ourselves.
It's a bit odd, really, isn't it?
It's a bit peculiar.
Yeah.
Mm.
No wonder I'm going a bit nutty.
Yeah, imagine. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah,
It's like-
perhaps,
It's
yeah.
like Evan Wilson, isn't it? The little football.
Yes, yes. Wilson from
Big-
Castaway.
But
Yeah.
you're on the other way round too.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we are, aren't we?
Yeah, because Daddy,
Yes.
you're supposed to be where Mummy is.
Right.
because you're facing there.
Well, what this is, you see, darling, it's not a mirror. It's not a mirror. This is actually... So if someone was sat in front of us,
Yeah.
that's what they would see. Like that. They'd see it like that. See?
Yeah, and so you should be there.
Right.
You should be on that side. But when I point there,
Yeah.
and I'm pointing where you should be,
Bless her.
here,
Yeah.
it goes that way. I mean,
That way.
I have no idea.
It's confusing, isn't it? It's confusing because this is showing people. This is not reversed. You see, and Lego. What is that? Let me see.
Blanket.
It's a Lego blanket.
It's Anna's blanket.
Anna, look at that, everybody. It's Anna's Lego blanket.
From Frozen.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Go on then, off you go.
Ay,
No, that'll leave a mark on Mummy's head. That'll leave a Lego mark on Mummy's head.
Here, take that away. It hasn't. Cheeky. Go.
Margaret says she doesn't want to be seen until she's had her hair cut. You could get some clippers, Margaret. Surely, just clipper it. Clipper it all.
I'm bald.
What's the deal with haircuts now? Are they allowed to cut hair?
I don't know, actually. I don't know what the rules are. I don't remember seeing anything about
I
haircuts.
don't think they technically are, but surely one person can maybe go and cut somebody else's hair if you can go in groups of 6 and stuff. So perhaps you can get a hairdresser come and do your hair.
Yeah, maybe you come to the house, especially if you know them.
I'm sure.
Yeah, although I'm quite happy with my hair at the moment. It's a little bit unkept. I do need it trimmed, I think. But
Just around the very bits around your ears.
yeah, I'm getting a bit fluffy around here, aren't I? Oh, yeah, I get confused myself here. It's all fluffy here. It's so fluffy. And it's a bit heavy here. So if that was all just taken out a little bit, I think it'd be alright. Shaped quite nicely. The shirt. When you slouch, it undoes, you see. You've got to sit upright. No.
Slim fit.
It is a slim fit, yeah, and I'm not quite slim enough as I was at the moment, even though I'm
Yeah.
working out massively every day.
I've worked out every day this week. I haven't missed any.
Well done.
I've been missing a day or two here and there, but not now.
But it's a journey, Kelly. He called you Jelly. It's a journey.
I think it does make a difference not actually dancing, doesn't it?
Apparently Sarah says, no, you can't
No, you can't what?
have a hairdresser.
Oh, surely if it's one person, one-on-one.
As I said, I think I said this a little while ago, Kelly's got some massive shears. They're almost 2 metres, aren't they? Almost. That'll work. Arm's length, shears, be fine.
Yeah. Be nice and clumpy. Clumpy hair.
They should invent, you know, pencil sharpeners, of course. You pop your pencil sharpener, you pop your pencil in and turn it. They should design something like that goes over people's heads, shouldn't they? A helmet you put on, and then it does some magic stuff, and you take it off, and then your hair's done. Could go wrong though, I suppose, couldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure I'd trust that.
Well, it wouldn't work for ladies, would it, necessarily, because you've got long hair. But for people who need their hair cut short, they could just go like to the ears, couldn't it? And then everything inside that is all done. I mean, there must be the technology to do. They must have that
or we
technology.
go back to bowl haircuts that mums used to do.
Yeah.
The bowl.
Well, I think it's quite fetching. Shall I do it?
No.
Actually, I haven't got enough hair. I haven't got enough hair at the front to do that. It's not long enough. Long enough to... Anyway. I get so confused. When I look in the mirror, look in this, I get confused which way I've got to sweep my hair. Anyway. Yeah.
I do as well.
Yeah. What have we got planned next week, Kel? What are we doing?
Not sure.
Margaret says, I don't want... Oh, she said that before. She says, another question. Margaret's on fire for questions. How much weight have you lost since working out? Me?
None.
I have lost in 6.5 weeks, nearly 7 weeks. I weighed myself today, half a kilo. Which is ridiculous, like a pound and a bit. It's nonsense. Absolute nonsense.
I've lost nothing. Yeah, I'm very annoyed.
Yeah. But I'm smaller. And I'm smaller and bigger. A combination of the two. So I'm putting on a bit more muscle. And muscle is more dense than fat anyway, so as you burn a bit of fat
Is
and
it
put on a
true
bit of
though that
muscle.
muscle weighs more than fat? I don't know if
Let's
that's
look it up.
actually true.
So we've got a computer here. We've got access to all of the information in the world ever here,
Because
Kel.
you hear that a lot, don't you? And then you hear, oh no, that's a myth. So what do you believe?
Is muscle more dense than fat?
Does muscle weigh more?
Does muscle weigh more than fat? There we go. You've probably... Oh, I don't want to allow any.
I'll just get on with it.
I don't want to. All this nonsense. No, I have to go to just one. Hang on. Oh, that's a bit more complicated. Oh,
He won't
just
accept,
answer the question.
He won't accept any cookie things, you know. There we go, Runner's World.
I'm just reading, sorry. This is
you're
great
eating
telly.
one of your bars, so what's my workout routine? Oh god, what? Yeah, I don't know. I have to read too much.
I can read quickly. Muscle tissue is more dense than fat tissue, which means that yes, it weighs more. Boom. There you go. Yes.
So it's true.
Yes, there we go. Salt makes you retain water.
So not too much salt, yeah?
A lack of sleep can affect the scale.
Yes, I know that to be true.
So if you don't sleep enough, you get fatter. Yes. Yeah. Okay. That's it, really. That's all you need to know. Basically, yeah.
Few little mythbusters.
There you go. So
Whether
muscle.
That's true or not.
Muscle. Well, I think it is true. Yeah. Margaret says she's put on about £4, and my sister says she's put on about a stone. Well, don't. Stop eating so much. But it's difficult when you're stuck indoors, I guess. You just
I think
want
that's it, when you're not doing your daily activities. You know, you're not walking to here or walking to there, or, you know, for us, we're not dancing at all. I mean, you dance quite a lot, didn't you?
Yeah.
In the normal everyday stuff, so quite active, really. And
Never
that's
quite
something-
realised how much of an impact it had, actually.
Yeah.
If you don't buy the food, though, Sister Sarah, you can't eat it. So don't buy it. Just don't buy the food. Fill your trolley full of celery and hummus. Low-fat hummus. That's it. If you get peckish, have some hummus. It's very satisfying. Ella likes it now as well, doesn't she? Sweet pepper hummus.
She likes the pepper one, yeah.
And she sits and eats celery as well.
Red pepper one.
You can hear us talking, can you, Ella?
She's telling us that she can hear us.
Yeah. Nothing gets by our little daughter. She hears everything.
Bad thing for us is that we had Christmas and then we had our comp and then we went away. So we'd already put on a little bit of weight from all of that. Christmas, comp stress.
Yeah.
Going away on holiday.
Late nights with the comp, you see. So when it's late nights, long days of doing bits and pieces, you haven't got time to cook properly, so you have to get rubbish food.
Then we went away, so we already came back from holiday feeling a bit
Yeah.
and then it was
Yeah. And then when lockdown started, we were drinking too much.
stress.
And a bit of stress, and a bit of worried what's going to happen. Snacking and stuff, and then suddenly dawns on you, I can't do my trousers up. So at least my trousers can do up now, and
I don't really want
hang
to go
the
out in
edges.
public yet.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
particularly.
Well, we can lock you away a bit longer if you want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, you got another month at least, Kel. Think how much you can change in a month.
I know.
You can change your life in a month. You can change your life in an instant.
With what? What's the secret?
Just a thought. Just if you want to do it, just do it. Just do it. If you want to do it, do it.
The secret.
Yeah.
Gonna get the
It is
book
no
out,
secret,
but
though, is it? Really, it's no secret. Just do it. Don't put it off. Don't put off today. What? Don't put off. Don't. Just do it. I think it's something amazing, but I couldn't think of anything. Yeah. There is a saying, isn't there? Something
You were
about.
trying to think of a particular quote.
Yeah, there's something, isn't there? Don't put off
Don't put off today. I don't know.
what you could do tomorrow. No.
That doesn't make sense.
No, exactly. It doesn't make sense, does it? Don't. Yeah. Don't. Just don't. Just do it. It's
Don't.
Nike, isn't it?
Don't just
Nike.
do it. Yeah.
It's Nike, isn't it? Just do it. Just do it. For goodness sake, make that change. It's Michael Jackson.
I know that. Man in the mirror.
Yeah, well, I asked him as well. I asked the bloke in the mirror, and he said, "Look at your great big fat belly. Sort it out." Make a change.
I asked the woman in the mirror.
What does she say? Tomorrow. Start tomorrow.
No, she doesn't. She just looks miserable.
Yeah. Well, what you need to do is put a picture of a happy face, exactly where your face would be when you stand in front of the mirror, and then ask it any question, and there'll be like a big smiley happy face coming back at you.
I don't think it's the face that's the problem. Well, a little bit, but it's more everything underneath it.
Well, it's a positive though, isn't it? Shall I start my new life regime today? Big smiley face.
Oh right, that's what you're saying.
It's like, oh yeah, it agrees with me. My mirror agrees with me. Get on with it. Just do it.
I was thinking like I needed like a body double.
Well, you could do that as well, couldn't you? You could have a life size. Yeah.
Of a.
Well,
body.
I did that, didn't I?
James put his head on a body.
I did. I put my head on a body.
This is ages ago.
A while ago. I have to find it and show people. So I found this not overly muscular. It wasn't ridiculously muscular. It was just a bit more quite a lot more muscular than I am now, but fit. And so I cut it out of on Photoshop, and I put it in a picture of our bedroom. So I took a photograph of our bedroom, and then I put this body in the bedroom, and then I put my face on it, and then I printed it off and stuck it on my wardrobe.
So that he could feel inspired to.
Yeah. So every time I looked at it, I saw my face on a different body in my bedroom, so that it would kind of make me think that's what I'm going to be like.
That's what you want to look like.
Yeah.
And stuff. Yeah.
That was before Ella, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, and we kind of got there with when we did Insanity the first time. Wasn't as muscly as that, of course, but look at your little face. No.
It was someone pretty buff.
Yeah, they were pretty buff. Yeah. Anyway, that was the inspiration, and it works for a while. I used to do all sorts of positive affirmations around the house. Kelly used to hate them.
No, I didn't.
Well, no.
You're so awful to me because no, I didn't hate them.
Okay, let me clarify what I was going
I'm
to
the
say.
one who printed the things off.
But I put one on the bedroom door that said "Smile, it's a wonderful day," and often you would avoid looking at it.
How do you even know?
Because you told me. I couldn't help, but every time I looked at it, "Smile, it's a wonderful day," it made me feel good. And you'd put. I need to get out of bed like this. Shuffle past the door.
He's exaggerating. You're exaggerating so much. I wonder why I am grumpy, because you can tell me that I am.
I'm sorry. No, I don't. What? No, that's not true.
What is true?
It's not true.
It is. I'm having a little domestic now.
It's not
Sorry
true.
about that.
Sorry, darling. I don't mean to. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be
Or you're trying to mock me.
a little bit. It's comedy effect. I'm sorry. This is why I should have done it on my own tonight.
It's not true.
Anyway, I used to put these positive affirmations everywhere. You're out of shot, darling. You need to get back into shot.
Doesn't matter.
I'll just move the camera then slightly, shall I? Oh, wrong way.
I was hiding.
Don't hide with your puffy shoulders. I like your puffy sleeves. It's almost Elizabethan. Not Elizabethan. Edwardian, isn't it?
Edwardian.
Edwardian. It would have been a puffy ruff if it was Elizabethan, wouldn't it? You're annoyed with me, aren't you? Yeah, I'm in trouble now, everyone.
I'm annoyed because you moved the camera more than anything else.
I'll put it back. There we go. How's that? Is that better? I'll put it back again.
Oh, I didn't mean that much.
I know. There we go. Yeah, just a little bit. Half a face.
Stop it. Put it back, for goodness sake.
Okay. Right. So you lean forward so you're out of the shot
I'm
again.
really uncomfortable.
So anyway, we did these positive affirmations and they were everywhere. Everywhere. So on the bedroom door, on the wardrobe. So I did them on the ceiling as well.
I used to put them on the shelves, like, so when I opened the, I
Pantry.
suppose you call it a larder or
Yeah.
a pantry, whatever. I put them on the shelves. You know, today I give everything 110% and things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were very positive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tried to be anyway.
This is super fun.
Right. Is it like a sleigh?
No, it isn't like a sleigh, because why would a dog be riding a sleigh?
Well, I don't quite understand. What is it then?
They're going on a trip, but someone has to ride it to take it to a trip.
I see.
And that's what this one is doing.
I see.
But it isn't just taking itself for a trip. It's taking other.
Who's inside? Show everyone at home. Show everyone at home that you've cooped up some little. Are they puppies or
There's one cat and there's one hamster.
So
but
you've locked them
there's
inside. Let me
two
show them.
puppies.
So you've popped these little cats and some dogs and everything inside a box. There's no air holes. There's no air holes. They're going to suffocate in there.
No, there is.
They're not holes. That's hinges.
But yeah, but there's little hole. Just pretend.
How far are they going to go? How long's their journey?
Daddy, they do have hair. They do have
Air?
I mean air.
Uh-huh.
It's just magic.
Right.
Because how would he be flying it?
Well, I don't know.
It's magic, so they'll be able to breathe.
You sure?
And Daddy, let me show you the things in it.
Okay.
So you already know that.
Well, you know we are talking to everyone at home, don't we? Don't
Yeah.
you? So you're part of the entertainment now. You're going to show everyone that's in it what's in it, okay? So this is Ella's little magic box that's been.
So this is the one who's driving. You see, watch. I need to put this up now.
Okay.
So watch.
They're watching.
I just need to put this in first.
Okay.
This is tedious.
It is tedious.
And so, see, she's like riding. No, 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 no.
Okay, what's in the box, Ella? What's in the box?
That sounds like me.
Do you want me to help you open it?
No, I can open it. And so there's a hamster.
Hang on, there.
There's a hamster.
Hang on, put that a bit closer so they can see that.
There's a hamster. There's a hamster.
Mmm. What else? Tip it up, just tip it up a little for them. Okay.
No. And there's a cat. There's a cat.
Very small cat.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a cat.
It's a very small box.
It is a very small box.
Yeah, and because they're toys.
That's not a cat, is it?
Yeah. Look.
Are you
it's
sure
got
that's not a
point-
dog?
No, it's got pointy ears.
Come on. Get
Okay,
on with
all
it.
right, I'll let you off. It's a funny looking cat. But there we go.
Daddy, it's a cat.
Okay, go on then, carry on.
It's just like this. It's trying
Carry
to get
on.
up somewhere. And this is also another dog. It's a fluffy one. Fluffy. And there's a alarm clock. Alarm clock. And a book.
They've got a little book to read, have they? Can these animals read and tell the time?
Yeah, because they can speak when
Can
I
they?
speak. And Daddy,
Sorry, we're
There we
back
go,
in.
we're
We're
back
back
in.
in.
Daddy,
Yes.
they need an alarm clock
Right.
to wake up at the right time.
I see.
And they need this to read stories to make themselves asleep, don't they?
So they wake up inside the box where they can't move, though.
Yeah.
What about going to the toilet and things? What are they going to do about that?
Oh, magic holes, and then they read.
Magic holes.
and also they wee and poo, and they do it, and then they just do it, and then it falls onto the ground.
I see. Okay. Where are they flying to anyway?
They're flying to they're having a road trip, so.
A road trip in the
Yeah.
sky.
Yeah, because they get really tired of walking. They would just like die.
I see.
Wouldn't they?
Okay.
Because what if they skip the water when they didn't?
But
see
where are
it?
they going on this road trip?
Oh, just going to the desert.
They're going to the desert.
Well, they're not. Well, they're gonna go past the desert.
Which country?
They're going to go to South Africa.
South Africa. Okay.
But there will be cactuses in South Africa.
They will. Don't know. Probably. I'm sure somewhere. Anyway, I think that's enough storytelling by you, isn't it, for the moment?
And anyway,
I think, to be honest, we're done here, aren't we, tonight? I think. It's not been a vintage evening tonight, I'm afraid. You've seen a little domestic, which I didn't mean to, darling. I didn't mean to wind you up like that. I'm sorry. I think I might put the signs up again everywhere.
Daddy, you were like, I'm sorry.
Was I?
Come on, get on.
Come on, get down.
Hey.
There's no more questions.
There's no more
is there?
questions. No.
Reminds me of my granddaughter.
Yeah. Diane says never anger a Gemini because, of course, horoscopes are really, everyone sets their life by horoscopes.
James isn't into that sort of thing, are you?
Nonsense. Absolute load of nonsense.
But he does believe in aliens.
That's tangible. You can believe in that, can't you?
I'm
Aliens
only
do
being funny.
exist, don't they, Daddy?
They do.
I'm not actually trying to kiss you. I'm just going, yes, they are.
Okay. Yes.
I'm only kidding, by the way.
Ella.
Honestly. This is why I'm exasperated all the time. I've got to sit and listen to this all
Right.
the time.
Down you get.
Flying up in the sky.
Oh.
Flying up in the sky.
Right.
Flying up in the sky.
Ella, say goodbye to everyone.
So bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye, everybody. And the puppy said goodbye to you. Bye. We just goodbye to the box.
Okay.
And now
I'll see you in the morning.
Yeah, Kelly will see you in the morning, 10:30, bright and breezy, ready
Hopefully
for.
a little more awake.
She will be awake. I'll make sure of it.
And Daddy.
Yes, darling.
Look, I've put a horse down there from their travel when they're nearly to the savannah desert.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
The savannah.
Desert. I said savannah desert, not just savannah. I'm savannah.
Margaret says, hang on. Margaret says, I have affirmations on my walls. My favourite is I suffer occasional delusions of adequacy.
I'm not sure that's
I'm not sure that's an affirmation,
that's
Margaret.
a positive affirmation as
Yeah,
such.
you should always have positive things, positive words that can't be twisted. Positive, yeah, some positive things. Not some. So something that you would think is a positive affirmation is that I will stop eating chocolate, for instance, is actually a negative because it says eating chocolate in it, and your mind will think eating chocolate. So rather than that, you would say I will eat healthily, or I will eat fruit
No, I will.
more.
I love eating apples.
All right, yes, yeah,
Or something. Well, I love eating apples.
yes.
Or whatever it might be.
Yeah. But you must have any there must be no negative words or the thing that you want to not do.
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you say I must lose weight, Ella, just a sec, sweetheart.
Instead of saying that, you should say I am my perfect weight.
Yes.
Not as in like if you're not your perfect weight now doesn't mean that we're talking about that. You're talking about I am my perfect weight as in you've achieved your perfect weight already. So that makes it more
Accessible and achievable.
attainable.
Yeah. Anyway, so ends the lesson.
There you go.
Lesson? Lesson. I'll put my teeth back in. So ends the lesson. But it's quite funny, Margaret. I think that's a joke, though, isn't it? Surely. Anyway, so Kelly will join you. Kelly will be there for you tomorrow morning at 10:30 for another instalment of our lockdown workout. We're just gonna. Well, Kelly's gonna go back to sleep. Ella's gonna play with her flying dogs, and I'm gonna come up with something.
You're going to play with the horse game, of course.
No, I won't. Anyway, it's been a pleasure this evening, everyone. It's not been quite as well. Maybe it's been entertaining for you, but hasn't been for me necessarily this evening. I apologise. Normal service will be resumed next week, and we'll be back on form next week. You know, we can't be amazing every time we go online, can we? It's difficult when it's live, isn't it?
I think we've got to stop relying on questions.
I think we have. I think we should probably talk about anecdotes then. Come up with little stories. Come up with a plan.
A little topic each week.
I'll promise you next week, and I'll tell you the topic beforehand, and we can discuss a certain topic. How's that? How's that, Kel? Okay. Or if you've got certain topics, let me know. Again,
I've got one for you.
Daddy,
Go on then, what's the topic, Kel?
Positivity.
What's this?
Positivity. There we go.
Daddy,
Next
what's
Friday.
this?
I don't know, sweetheart.
There's two of them in there.
I don't know what it is. Maybe you might answer it.
That's plant food. Leave it alone.
Okay, plant food.
Should I put it back in there?
Next Friday, positivity. Let's talk about
Go and wash
positivity.
your hands.
Positive things moving forward. That's it now. I've had enough. This is all a bit too much for me tonight. Well, it's been lovely. Thank you very much, everyone, as always, for your continued support, even when it's rubbish. Even when it's rubbish, it's still there, which is great. So, thank you very much. And we'll leave you with our little out video. And as always, please stay safe, stay healthy, and of course, stay dizzy feet. See you soon. Bye.